It's 11:59 here on the East Coast.
The crew.
The crew.
The crew.
That means it's just about time for... Oh, God damn it, you screwed me up. It's just about time for the Midnight Gamescast. Got it.
Did Dora. It's a really good game, honestly.
The crew?
Yeah.
The crew.
Yeah, the crew.
It's
The
free.
racing game. The
Free.
racing game.
The launch game. The
The
launch...
shitty
Ubisoft
that, like,
launch
the
game
game
for
that-
Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, they thought that it was gonna blow away everything. They're like, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
all United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying to drive across me and Evan did it. Well, no, not even. We got 40 miles in and we're like, this is fucking difficult.
I didn't download it.
But yeah, no, it's free to download. Just give it a try because it's all online. You can just race with friends.
Yeah.
Because you can just make your own races. You can be like, all right, Maine to California, or...
Right on.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like, the racing's actually really good. All right, that was my 30 seconds.
I was going to say, I didn't even put the timer up. We'll get back to
That
that.
was exactly 30 seconds. You can time that.
Fuck.
Imagine.
This is the Midnight Gamecast, where we record every Monday night at midnight and bring it to YouTube every, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
One of these days.
We break it up into sections Tuesday through Thursday, and then we bring you the entire episode on Friday. If you like what you see, please like our videos and subscribe to our channel on youtube.com/withoutparolegames. As always, my name is Bryan Paul, and to my right, your left, welcome back, Jeremy King, the 5th member of the Golden Girls Squad.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome
you.
back, dude.
Thank you.
How was your time away?
Yeah.
It was bittersweet.
Do you get nervous that
Sorry,
Kevin's
sorry,
going to permanently replace you?
No.
He starts crying. He's like, no.
No.
You should be.
He's not. He's good.
He shows up. And to my left, your right, the purveyor of feline aids,
This is me.
Brett Zawilski.
Hey, how are you? Like I
Hey,
was
how
saying
are you?
earlier.
Hey, how are you?
Download the crew so I have more people to play with.
Yeah, there can't be many people playing the crew anymore.
It's
Yeah.
eight.
What is it, like
8.
18?
There's 8.
Oh, really?
There's 8 whole people, 2 of them including Evan and I. Oh, and
Wow.
Otto. So, 5. There's 5 people other than...
Well, I mean, if it's free this week or this month, then
you might as well.
then there's going to
Yeah,
be a lot
right.
more people playing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
10.
Download 10,
12.
maybe.
Yeah.
Make it 11 or 13.
Please.
Right.
Someone play the crew with me.
Awesome.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So let's
Life.
start off this episode the way we now start off episodes.
Yay.
With a little game of should we or shouldn't we?
Okay.
It's way less sexual than it sounds.
Yes.
Right? So I'm going to get out my
100%.
phone and I'm going to put a 30-second counter on the clock. Jeremy, in 30 seconds, you have to tell us a game that you've been playing this week.
30-second clock on the counter. You
Yeah,
mean.
well, I'm getting it all set up
You
for you,
said
buddy.
30-second counter on the clock, and I know what you meant, really, but
I'm putting a 30-second counter
it's
on
a bad joke
on the clock.
Yes.
And
It
now
feels
putting
like
it,
you can fuck yourself.
and now putting it on the counter. And I just got out of work. You guys could
How am
all...
I turning this on? Brett, don't touch the light.
The switch is outside the door.
The switch
Outside
is
the
you
front
can fuck
door.
yourself, Brett.
Down the hall.
Take a left at the library, go all the way down the hall, go out the front door, and make sure it locks behind.
You have to just actually
Behind
jump
you.
out the window
Right.
and aim for the pool.
Yeah, I wonder if you can miss the pool. I bet you could. I bet you could hit the fence.
where's
bet-
their pool?
I bet I could
Directly below
easily.
us, to
I
the-
bet,
Out this
I, bet,
window?
Yeah.
I bet I could easily be like, oh,
Really?
I should jump, and then I would jump too far and miss it by like a foot.
Really?
That would be my luck.
Is it
Then
an
you'd also be
outside?
missing a foot.
I would be
pool?
missing my
Yes.
life.
Yes, that's why you have to jump out the window to get there.
Well, I don't know if you could through glass into it, into the water.
Like
a glass house with a pool in
like
it.
the suicide part from Constantine.
Did that happen? It happened at the end. No, it didn't.
The beginning of Constantine when the girl jumped out the...
The game with Michael Douglas, was that into water?
Has the timer been on yet?
If you're
No.
interested in being a host on the Midnight Gamescast, I am accepting
He's
applications
hiring.
on,
He just fired 2
on our
people.
Facebook channel.
As he foams, I don't know.
Please go to our Facebook channel, facebook.com/withoutparolegames, and submit your application there.
Yes.
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 I'm accepting replacements for myself currently. Because it's easier than replacing these guys.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Jeremy, 30 seconds on the clock. Tell us, should we or shouldn't we? What game are we playing?
All right, go. Only because it was free was Goat Simulator.
It's so good.
I'm gonna tell you, just stick with it, because at first it sucks and it's like, oh, this is so glitchy and shit, and all I do is knock over shit. Well, here it is. How many weeks later? And like Katamari, you know, you
know
just
what that
keep
means.
going it. Yeah, rolling over shit. Well,
Sorry.
you just, it's really neat.
Is it like it's a? Is it a? Is it like it's a? I'm sorry, I'm just using.
But you
Yeah,
break shit, you
totally
climb
use
shit,
time.
you can like I don't know. It's a lot of fun, and the physics are pretty fun in the game, and it was free. I wouldn't pay money for it though.
No,
I'm gonna say that now.
I wouldn't pay money for it either. I like playing it.
So we should play it.
Yes.
So we
Katamari.
shouldn't pay for it.
Yes, exactly.
Katamari. It's like calamari with cats.
Katamari,
Right?
see.
There are no cats. Well, maybe
No,
a
there's
few
cats in
yeah,
there,
you
yeah.
roll up cats.
Yeah, this can be donuts too.
I almost put Katamari on video game True and False this week.
What is Katamari?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the next episode of Make Brett Play, which we haven't actually
Yes.
filmed any.
That would be a
Never.
good one.
Start that
I
up.
want to play a game called Katamari. I can't even say it.
Oh, it's so addictive. You thought it's so much better than Goat Simulator.
I
So
already
much.
did my 30 seconds. Remember?
Well, you gotta
No,
do it
now
again.
you gotta time it.
All right,
now it's gotta be
fine.
timed, dude.
And what game were you playing?
I can't even remember.
And
The Crew.
Go.
The
30
Crew.
seconds.
I was
Go.
playing the Crew. It's free. Get it. It's nice. I was playing a lot of Smite.
It's
I'm
nice.
Trash. I am so bad at Smite, but sometimes I do good. Sometimes I do good. Test. Other than that, it's pretty.
We're in the Crew or Smite. I have no idea.
I
what you're talking
couldn't-
about.
Yeah,
tell you
what,
which
did you
game.
jump to Smite?
Each game is good. Get it. Obviously, Overwatch. Unless you're trash. I hooked up. I hooked up a fucking PC.
And okay.
I just stopped.
So out of that,
So
play the Crew.
you
Play
mentioned,
all 3 games.
You mentioned screen like cram 3 games. into
Overwatch
30
if you,
seconds.
unless you're trash.
And I was starting to
Trash.
do another one, but I just didn't.
You hooked up a PC though.
Yeah.
And
PC.
somehow in 30 seconds you hooked up that PC.
Yep.
All right. I guess I
Done
should
with
do
League of
mine.
Legends.
Let me get mine over with. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You've been playing a lot of shit.
What did you
I
play?
haven't played League of Legends. I just downloaded
League of
it.
Legends.
It's. I kind of want to get into it. It's difficult.
I never played it.
And
Go.
Bang.
I've been playing. Played a lot of Resident Evil 7 demo
Oh,
this week.
Oh, how is it?
Son of a
It's
bitch.
good.
sorry.
It's available only for PlayStation
Yes.
Plus members, which I don't think either
No.
of you guys are anymore.
anymore.
Right? So it's awesome. It's the best part about it is that they seem to have ditched all the lore from all the other Resident Evil games. So I haven't met a single character that I recognize, which is fantastic because they all suck.
Oh, there's characters in the demo.
There's characters in the demo. You walk around first person, super spooky. Absolutely, it's fucking free. So obviously, download it. Go get it right now. It is fantastic, and it's called Resident Evil 7 First Hour. I just ran out of time. It's less than an hour. It's
What's it called?
but I played it 3
Resident-
times, so it's an hour.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Resident Evil 7, the First Hour demo.
I
First
swear to
hour,
God,
get it because
It's free.
it's only an hour.
it's only a
Yeah.
segment of the. It's not even really part of the game. They just pieced
Exactly.
it for the demo, basically.
They wanted to give you an idea of what the game would be like.
Yeah.
They called it the First Hour. It only took me about 20 minutes to get through it the first time, but then I played it 2 other times and played it completely differently. I don't know what the point of the timer is if I'm going to keep talking about it.
Yeah. yeah. Right.
All right.
This is the Midnight's Gamecast.
Have we been playing anything else that we want to talk
Check
about?
one.
The Midnight's Gamecast.
I downloaded Elders. Civilization, whatever that Civilization game.
Which one?
Civ 5?
There's so
Civ
many.
5, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For the PC. I think I'm gonna give
yeah.
that a try.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you, Civ 5 is kind of a strategy-ish game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, we'll see how I like it.
Okay. Awesome. You've been playing anything else that you want to talk about before we move on?
I know it's been a few weeks, right?
It's been a while.
It's still Uncharted.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
yeah, that's weird.
chew my way through that fatty game.
It's very fatty.
Yeah, there's some meat in there, but there's some fat to chew on.
It's like
and
pork belly.
Yeah, and I
I
mean,
love pork belly.
while flavorful,
Fat.
it's just kind of
literally
making my
just
jaw
fat.
hurt.
It's so good.
So I want to get through it though, because I'm on like check
highly
16 or
suggest
17 out of
pork belly.
22.
Yeah.
So if I've already put 15 hours into it, I need to put more time. And it might be more. I haven't checked.
You need to put at least another 20, 30 hours in.
I can't. I won't.
I totally suggest pork belly to anyone who's wondering.
Pork.
30 seconds. Tell us why pork belly is so great.
Oh my god! So first of all, if you cook it like fat side up, it gets all crispy and caramelization, and it's so good. And then with the meat, oh, you gotta do it. Just gotta do it.
Only took 8 seconds. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got to get through Uncharted because I am so sick of it just having it on my shelf and being and having all these negative thoughts about it. Worse than anything, I just need to get through it so I can finally. Everyone says that the story is really worth it. So
At the end, especially. People keep saying the end.
Could you play with that controller thing, the hand controller?
Oh,
the Power Glove? No.
Dude, the Wiz. No, not the Wiz. Yeah, was it the Wiz?
The Wizard.
The Wizard. Sorry, the Wiz was. He's on down the
You
road.
the
totally
dance
different
mat DDR.
The Wiz
Yo.
was more of the streets.
I don't have it. You know what? That pisses me off. I used to have DDR dance mats.
Really?
Oh.
How do you not have that?
Those fucking things sucked.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
In
'cause they
trade at
slide around the-
GameStop? Oh,
yeah.
you kidding me? Oh, pieces of shit. People were coming with that crap. Oh.
They all dirty and
It's
stuff.
triggering, guys.
Oh, they
be
would be
careful.
gross, too.
He's
I bet.
triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and dongles and guitar
Fucking
shit.
dongle.
from the pieces of the Guitar Hero, the piece I would plug into the PlayStation 2 port to do the wireless.
Okay.
And people would come and trade, and half your staff was fucking idiots, so they wouldn't realize there needed to be that dongle piece, and then you had a thing that you had to shrink out of the system, and it, you know, I don't know.
That sounds horrible.
I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to go there anymore.
Triggered.
Do you have... It's hot in here.
Triggered.
Yeah.
It's hot in here.
Oh.
All right, guys.
This is the game cast.
Let's do some viewer video questions.
Oh yeah, I
we'll
forgot
move
about
this shit
this.
along. So this first guy is named Mark. I had to check. God, they're all on my phone. This is a little inconvenient.
Hello, Mark.
Jeremy.
Hello, Mark.
Here we go. This is Mark.
Who's Mark?
I don't know.
So at E3 this year, we saw the first major push to promote VR games in the mainstream. In particular, Sony's E3 conference showcased a number of titles. My overall impression, however, was that most of what we're seeing out of VR right now isn't really doing an awful lot to exploit the full capabilities of VR. These are games that mostly look like they're perfectly at home on a regular display, monitor, TV, what have you, and if you were to play them, outside of VR, you really wouldn't lose anything. So I'm curious what your perception of the first wave of VR titles is, and whether or not you feel like a lack of distinction between traditional and VR games might harm early adoption
traditional VR
and
game?
People being willing to buy these VR systems.
Anything that's coming out now is a traditional VR game because
I miss
there's no VR games out.
I miss Nicobala.
No.
So
What was the question?
I think the question was that a lot of the games that they're showing right now seem like they're either just first-person games that would be fine without VR.
Yeah.
I don't expect VR to blow people away at first. I don't expect to be blown away by VR. I expect it to be glitchy. I expect it to be buggy. I'm still gonna buy it, but I don't expect it to be 100%. It's something completely new that they're trying. Obviously, it's not gonna be like. Obviously, you're not gonna try it on and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is Call of Duty graphics." Like, it's not gonna happen yet.
Yeah.
You got to give it a few years, just like anything.
I feel like it's definitely going to be really neat and be like something where you get that a little bit.
Oh, it's definitely
going
to be cool, yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be like, holy, I'm getting confused with reality and
yeah,
shit.
it's not gonna blow your mind. I give it a few years until you're like immense into like a forest test one or something like that, and then
OCD.
yeah.
And dude, how secure, even if you live alone, and how they're bringing virtual reality porn to a thing. How can you sit there in a virtual reality headset, living alone?
I'm sorry,
and
how
just
could you not?
whack off and not like wonder if somebody's like, oh hey, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's not like you're going on a train and you're like
It doesn't-
VR Asian ass porn and then you're just fucking.
I know maybe I'm insane then, but I would just feel like all of a sudden, ugh.
Because does that give you like legal limit to masturbate in public if you have a VR on?
No,
Because realistically,
definitely
you're not
not.
in public. You're in a VR game.
No.
You're totally in public wearing a stupid mask.
Yeah, wearing a fucking thing over your eyes like a
what
helmet.
if you put the VR
And you're
mask over your
jerking
penis?
off.
Don't think that works.
No.
PR.
Yeah, VR's gonna suck for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
It's gonna be a lot of
I
fun.
knew that. I'm
Yep.
still gonna get it.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna put all my hope into this and be like I'm gonna be blown away. Maybe in a few years I'll be blown away, but like for now it's just gonna be one of those cool things that I'm gonna do if I have
Yeah.
extra time.
I think people are gonna puke and shit and be like,
I'll probably certain games I'll probably get like seasick.
Yeah,
Not
I
seasick,
betcha.
but like
that feeling.
yeah,
Ugh.
like All right, what's the next question?
Yes.
All right. Well, that was fast. Okay, next question. Yeah, almost get to answer.
Oh,
that
you
one.
didn't get the answer.
Oh yeah, what was your answer?
I want to answer.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
This next guy's name is Sean. Go ahead, Sean. Talk to us.
So guys, with E3 come and gone,
lot of E3
what games are you
questions.
guys most looking forward to that have been revealed lately? Anything interesting that I should know about coming out?
What's going on? Somebody got to sneak up behind him with a
Right.
fucking chainsaw? Like, what was that? So yeah, what E3 games were you most impressed by? Let's just make it simple.
I didn't watch E3 to be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't
you did.
I watched an hour.
Okay, but you've heard of all these games that have come out that they've been discussing, right?
Not really. The only ones that I care about, like Battlefield's really the only one that I care about,
There you go.
and Spider-Man because that looks
Yeah, that
fucking
looked
lit.
pretty neat.
Dope. Fucking PS4 exclusive.
Yeah.
Sony's.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy it's
Yeah.
PS4 exclusive, and I honestly I hope there's no online.
Me too.
I hope it's just single player game because that means they're gonna focus all their time on single player.
Yeah.
And I've never said that about a video game, But
Yeah,
like,
that
I
doesn't
really
seem right
like
coming from you.
Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of really want a great campaign.
Yeah.
Like just like I'm talking like an Arkham Asylum where it's gonna give me,
yeah.
Totally.
it's gonna give me like 50 hours of gameplay for like collectibles and that kind of shit. Like that's something I'd play.
Yeah.
Also, Batman's coming to VR, which should be
Yeah.
cool.
Have you heard anyone talk about that?
Apparently, you can have your penis out. Just throwing that out there.
Since the last episode,
Anything come out from
I've
it?
done a little research, and we haven't seen anything because it's all been behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people who have played it have talked about it quite a bit. And there's two different segments of the Arkham VR. And the
Yeah.
first segment is you as Bruce Wayne. You're talking to Alfred, and Alfred's like, "Oh, we got to go to the Batcave." And so you open the piano lid, and like you play the couple keys to like let the open the entrance to the Batcave behind the clock or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but you're interacting like in I think you have, since it's a PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive though? Because I want to say this is the one where you have the move controllers in your hand and you see your hands like
okay.
like this. So
Huh.
unlike other VR games where you're just holding a controller,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can actually see your hands.
That's pretty neat.
So,
Yo, every game I play that has hands.
And they'll probably glitch. One will be like, you know, doing that. You know?
Maybe like it's like a person with
Yeah,
cerebral
it'd be like,
palsy masturbating.
"Rrr."
Sorry, that was a horrible joke. I'm so sorry.
this is so does that you actually like put on the bat suit, and like so it's just like this kind of Batcave experience. And then the other part of this is a crime scene investigation where you
See,
go
that'd be
there as
cool.
Batman.
Same with,
and
like,
you're
LA
exploring and
Noire.
checking things out.
If they did like a VR LA Noire,
Yeah.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yep.
And it doesn't need to be super actiony,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like something like a cool like story like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I would totally, because I don't expect to be playing a lot of good multiplayer VR games. First.
No.
I don't expect that
Even if they use it-
whatsoever.
Like a subtle bit of, I mean,
Maybe the pirate one was cool.
Oh, that
but
was-
that's to the extent of it. I'm not expecting like a Call of Duty or something.
that actually
what's
seemed
the
pretty
pirate
fun.
one?
The
when
life
you,
of pirates.
when you have a
was-
team of 6 pirates and
I
you're
didn't
like,
even see this.
oh, that
No,
looks
you
really
did.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
'Cause it's
had
like
to have.
cartoony.
Oh wait, was it Microsoft? No.
Might have been- no,
You're not talking about Rare's new game.
What?
The
Now, something pirates.
it doesn't help us.
Nailed it.
And you
So but just to be clear, the Batman Arkham game
Yes.
is only going to be about an hour long. It's just like an hour long experience. It's not a
it's like-
full fledged game.
like the Final Fantasy.
Oh, so then what the
experience.
hell?
Everything.
Yeah, so it's just I think, but there's just like the first question. There's going to be a lot of these little experiences. Like here's
Yeah.
an hour of this.
Nope.
Here's an hour of that. Maybe $10 to download it and try it out and be like,
Yeah.
hey, I get to be Batman for an hour.
If it was like $10, yeah, but not.
I would do it.
Yeah,
That
$10 I'd do
seemed
it.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
You know, especially if it was tight. You
And
know.
especially when $10 and it's tight.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know, really.
That's the
Yeah,
best-
wishful
that's the best
thinking.
deal.
But I think that's cool though, because when VR first comes out, there's going to be like, it's like, oh hey, I just get this new piece of tech. I want to fucking play with it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of good games out.
Is it coming
But-
out at launch?
I don't know. I hope so. It's coming out this year, so that means very soon
Possibly.
after launch.
Yeah. 'Cause when is launch? November, right? No, October.
Right,
Yeah, they announced the release date. It was like October or something.
How much is it? How much will it be?
400 without any of the extra stuff. 500 with everything.
Oh, so I'll do the $500 one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what was your takeaway from E3? What was the game that you, to answer the question, what was the game that you want to play the most?
Completely
What's
forgot
your
the-
biggest
Most
deal?
of Sony's
Right, sidetrack.
titles.
Right?
They nailed it.
I finally want to play a God of War game
Oh,
again.
right.
Ugh, I haven't
So
been
many.
interested in God of War since PlayStation
Yeah.
2.
That Horizon, of course, I want
Yes.
to play. That looked
The
awesome.
new Forza?
That did look really good, though, but not as
did.
much as the Sony games.
I didn't even. pay
Last
attention to
Guardian.
it.
Oh,
I want to
I
play that.
thought you were talking about Forza Horizons. That's why.
No.
Oh no, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, Horizon. Yeah.
Yep. I want to play. I want to play Days Gone. I think my answer is Days Gone.
Days Gone.
What,
looks
which
fun.
one's that one?
The new zombie game that looks like World War Z.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
That
I'm probably
reminds
gonna buy
me.
that.
Yeah.
What was it? Armed
Especially if
and
it's-
Dangerous on PlayStation. Do you remember that game?
What was it?
Armed and Dangerous.
Yes, I
and
do.
not the John Candy
PS2.
movie.
Is that? What is this?
Payday
maybe
2?
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Do you remember they gave away the stickers at GameStop that were like the bullet holes when that game came out? Like
Yeah, I remember
a
that. I
long
don't remember
time
that.
ago.
I remember the game case for that.
Yeah,
What's it
and there
called?
was a ton of
Armed and
weapons.
Dangerous.
Armed and
Yeah, I'll look it up right
Dangerous.
Right on.
It
I know-
reminded.
I know
If I
it-
see the box cover, it might help me.
Yeah, it would
Exactly.
totally will.
Right on.
It would. I would like it to be gameplay like that / Freedom Fighters, because Freedom Fighters. Do you remember that title?
Dude, that was definitely PlayStation 2.
I don't remember
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of really just had a lot. If I played it
No,
now,
I-
it'd
no,
probably suck
no,
balls,
hold on.
but it was awesome back then.
You getting the John Candy movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, just right video.
I was
game.
like 86. I'm like, that definitely didn't come out in
probably-
86.
15 years,
Original
12 years.
Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, while you're getting the answer to that, I'm going to queue up the next viewer video question. If you have your own viewer video question you'd like to submit,
Yes.
please go to our Facebook page
Yes.
at facebook.com/withoutprogames and send us a message with your video. I think it has to be under 60 seconds, so keep it short.
Yes.
And actually, just keep it like under 20 seconds so we can keep these things rolling. All right, and the last question comes to us from Hopestep.
Yes.
Is that really how you say it?
That is
Hopestep.
correct.
All right. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey guys, with Konami not being at the show at all, Nintendo only showing footage from Zelda and Pokemon and not much else, and not having any kind of press conference, and EA and Bethesda having their press conferences outside of the show itself, what do you see as the future of E3 over the next 2 or 3 years? Does the show continue this way with companies dropping out and then eventually not doing it at all? Or does it change its form and become something new?
I missed the whole first part.
Can't wait to hear your response. Thanks.
Basically, E3, right? Changing its format the way it has been, with the big companies kind of just not participating.
It's not so much changing its format, is that like people are literally big companies like EA just deciding, hey, you know what? We don't have to pay the big money to go rent space on the E3 floor. We can just rent space across the street at this other convention center.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, they have been for
They
a
did.
few years now.
What
So I
about
think the
Sony?
second year in a row.
What about Sony?
Sony's definitely there. Microsoft is definitely there.
At E3?
At E3.
Yeah.
But
It's like
it's
the
I thought
Bethesda,
EA. I thought EA did a thing at E3.
They did. They had a press conference, but it was actually from a different location in the same city.
Oh,
so
okay.
people are like going back and forth between different buildings. And so E3 is like, I mean, technically losing money because they're not getting the money from the rent from these. It's such an expensive convention to run.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I think E3's gone through a lot of changes throughout the years, and I actually had to do a little bit of research on this. But back in 2007, so
Good old
9 years
2007.
ago, E3 decided, they were like, you know what, this is getting out of control. This is huge. This is like we can't keep up with everything. We're gonna make this a nice small little press convention. We're gonna make it like not really open to the public, and they scaled way back and they only attracted 10,000 attendees, right? 10,000.
Yeah.
And then the very next year, they kept the same idea. 2008, they only attracted 5,000 attendees.
Oh.
Right? So there's this real small, scaled way back. Wasn't the glitz and glamour that E3 is now.
Yeah.
But it was for like a decade before. It was crazy and big, and just like we
Huge.
see it now.
Yeah.
So this isn't the first time like that E3's gone through changes. Like they're gonna survive. They're gonna keep doing their thing. I mean, it's what I look forward to every single
I
year.
can care less if it ends, just because solely, like, if it ends, okay, it ends. People are just like, big companies are still gonna have those conversations.
I imagine the
Yeah.
big boys will still stay with it. You know, it's
And, like-
tradition. They want to be part of the tradition.
And that's the
People
thing.
look
So
forward to
I bet
being
like
there.
Sony, Microsoft, I bet they'll come together and do their own thing and be like, you know what, like, let's just rent out a space like EA and
Why-
just do
why
a
not?
quick pre-press conference. Like, and realistically, they could just Twitch stream it
Exactly.
and then accept donations, because all the time like that shit happens and people still donate.
Yeah. So the Twitch shit, huh?
Yeah.
And don't forget, every year we don't just have E3. We also have Gamescom. Now we have
Yeah.
Paris
Yeah.
Games Week. Now we have Tokyo
So
Game
much other
Show.
shit.
Evan and I
CES.
want to go to PAX East next year.
PAX East. I'm totally going next year.
I've
Tickets
never
sell
been to
out-
one.
Tickets sell out so fucking fast.
I
It's almost
know.
impossible to get tickets now.
I always forget
Within
when
minutes,
Yeah.
it sells out.
Yeah.
Yep, PAX Prime.
But,
That's another one. PAX South is one.
I think
now,
we
too.
should all try to go. And I remember
totally.
Evan
Yeah.
that wants to
Listen,
go.
by next year we're totally going, and we're going to promote ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? So again, if you want to submit a viewer video question, please go to facebook.com/withoutpearlgames.
You can't be wearing
address.
a shirt though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really. Like, there's too many shirts going on. You guys want to take
Guys,
the shirts off?
it's summer.
You guys want to do this?
Yeah.
It's fucking hot as hell in
Come
here.
on.
Are we doing this?
No, I'm not doing this. I'm wearing a wire.
I've been going to the gym.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm feeling pretty good about shirtless.
I didn't
Have you
wear a
been going to the
bra.
What's that?
Have you been going to the gym?
Yeah, 5 nights a week, every week for the last like month and a half.
Did you just say 5 minutes a week?
5 nights a week.
Oh, I just said 5 minutes a week. I'm like, you're doing great.
If the gym was that easy, man, I'd go 20 times a week.